0-5 straight up in their last 5 games against Nashville. Wow. They've been owned by Nashville. They don't have. The Islanders haven't played for Oh, somebody came on, but they didn't say anything. I gotta watch this. Well, I guess I can do it on here and watch this until I get somebody in here. Should have 3 playbacks. Hey, whoever's there, how you doing? Doing picks here. I'm working on Islanders versus Nashville. And Nashville has owned the Islanders. Yeah, I'm doing a picks one. I got to work on my picks anyways. So I thought I would come on and do my picks with whoever comes on. Why not? I'm working on Islanders versus Nashville. And did you take off on me already? You just came on and left? Asked me why the stream is so late and then took off on me? Yeah, so I just thought I would jump on and see if I could. Hajin, look, thought she'd be on. So yeah, I'm just looking at the games for tomorrow. Okay, cool. I did well today, by the way. Did pretty well, anyways. Now, Washington almost made it not well at all. Washington almost made it horrible. But they did manage to pull it out. Man, oh man, did they ever play down to their competition. I was worried about that bet. I almost went in reg on that because of Washington. Washington does that so much. But anyways, the Islanders, where am I here? I got to get it way ahead here. What do you like on the Islanders in Nashville? Dallas is bad. I had a small one on Ottawa there. I don't know why I went small. I also had the under, and then I did a live bet of Dallas under 1.5 about halfway through the game. And I got all of them on that one. That was pretty cool. Yeah, Dallas, I think Bonus is going to get fired. I think Bonus is probably going to be fired. Okay, the Islanders, as I was looking at it, have not played in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is weird. 3-2 what? You take the Isles 3-2? Nashville has owned them though. Like owned them. I couldn't believe it. They beat them this 5 in a row already. Okay, the Islanders haven't played in 5 games, which is very odd. But I think they did that to give them a break on this 13-game road trip to go home and see their family before they head to Nashville. So they were out in Vegas. But why would you go home? I guess they got the money to do it. I have a feeling the guys flew home and then came back maybe for like 2 or 3 days and then flew back 2 days before the game or something like that. But maybe not. Maybe they just stayed there and practiced. I don't know. But if they practice for all that time, they could be just tight right now. They could be playing tight. And then I got to figure that they would probably beat Nashville. It sounds like Varlamov will be playing tomorrow. Yeah, I think they probably went home for a couple days and then came back and practiced for like 3 days. But I'm pretty positive they would have went home for a bit. Almost positive. They would have went home or been able to do whatever they want for at least 2 or 3 days. And then they got to fly back. Could be wrong. I just can't see them doing that. I think it would be good for their, they're going to be gone 13 games. That's like over a month away from your family. How many games do they have left on the road? Well, how many games have they played? I guess that's a good way of looking at it. Oh, where do they give you your record here? Their record. 3-2-1. So they played they've only played 6 games. So they still got 7 more to go. And so that's about halfway through. 7 left. Nashville will almost certainly be starting Saros. They're completely healthy. I got to figure an under there, though. I got to figure an under 5.5. That's probably the best play there, under 5.5. Especially in the afternoon game, on an afternoon game. And the Islanders have been idle for 5 games. What's Nashville's record been like? Nashville hasn't played in 3 games either. They played San Jose 4 days. It'll be 4 days ago. So they've had time to practice. The last 2 are in Florida. That'll be tough. Is that a back-to-back? Are they playing their last 2 games of this 13 road trip back-to-back against Florida? That would suck. They're going to make them have a back-to-back on a... Well, they did give them this break in between. Tampa and Florida back-to-back. Even worse. Travel time in between. Wow. That'll be tough. So, what do you got? What's the juice you're giving up on both of these? They're giving the Islanders the favorite here. I like the way Nashville's playing. That's why I'm having a tough time with this. I really like the way Nashville is playing. So, would you agree with me on the under? Preds versus Isles. Under 5.5. I do like Hines. I've been a supporter of Hines. Yeah. That was a big win, dude. Minnesota did not look good at all. But Seattle really took it to them. That was pretty amazing. So you're going to say Islanders 3-2, so that would be under. So we'll go Islanders ML and under. I'm going to probably, I don't know, I might fade the line. I just really like Nashville's energy right now. I think it's going to be close. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, they got the energy in the building right now, so that definitely. Minnesota had some COVID issues, yeah. Okay. We'll continue talking about Seattle all you want, Sean. We're also doing picks for tomorrow for actual picks, like betting picks, not like I do it on my live. Tickets are more expensive for the Kraken than the Seahawks? Really? Why? That's weird. I suppose the Seahawks though they got like probably a $50,000 or $50 or 60,000 seat stadium, right? They got a lot more volume to go to, but then they only play 16 games, so wow, that's pretty crazy. People are paying it right now. It's all nice and fresh in there and all that stuff. Okay, so we got LA, Montreal, Los Angeles, 4 p.m. I think this is Eastern time. Let me look on my Betway. Yeah, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Montreal, Los Angeles. Los Angeles has got, what, Doughty out, Walker out. I have my injuries here. Yeah, I'm really not really surprised. I guess Canadians are only getting the Canadians are. I'm surprised they are a dog. I like the energy their energy seemed to change. They played against San Jose last game. Nada is absolutely horrible. Nada is absolutely horrible. Nada is terrible. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I liked when they got Doughty and it gave you like the Kings in that one? Peterson, Allen played really well against San Jose. Anyways, I was going to look at the injuries here. If they're updated. Edmondson, Byron, yeah, same injuries pretty much. Doughty, Elias Anderson. I don't know. It seems like a wash to me. Doesn't that feel like a tie almost? You talking about Minnesota or Montreal? Oh, Minnesota. Yeah, but Montreal went and beat San Jose the very next night. Now, San Jose was their first game back on a road trip. San Jose, that was their first game back after a long road trip, San Jose. Matt Roy's time to shine, yeah. True. Let's look at that depth chart again. Like, it looks like they're playing Arvidsson. What does he have? 4 points. Kopitar is 9. Let me update this just in case they change things around at all. Danault's only got 2 points. Yeah, their depth scoring is brutal. And they got, with who they have on the roster tomorrow, get this, with who they'll have on the roster tomorrow if nobody comes back, which is he day today? Walker's out for the season. Doughty's out. I gotta get you up on my thing. Yeah, he will be, but he's not, like, they're taking their sweet ass time to become good players, those guys. Elias Anderson will be back in that game. Okay, maybe he'll be back, but I mean, that doesn't really turn the needle all that much. And I don't like the way they use... Oh, they finally put Velarde on the frickin' wing. They finally put... Velarde is better on the wing. I don't know what they've been doing putting him up the middle for. Highly unlikely they're going to use him as a center with Turcotte and Byfield come in. Kings will fight harder because it's a winnable game, I suppose. Who's that? Kupari? Now, Kupari can play all 3 positions. Now, interesting, they're trying them at the center, but they're keeping him on the 4th line, as it says here. So, and then Kaliev with Lizotte and Moore. Isn't that kind of a waste? If you're going to play Kaliev now, why would you play him on the 3rd line with Lizotte and Moore? Is that really giving him playing him at his best strength? I follow Dano and Kempe and then Brown. All right, let me look at Montreal here. First of all, before I look at Montreal, let's see what they've done. Okay, so they played Winnipeg 2 days ago. They play Montreal. This is a great opportunity for them. And then Buffalo on a back-to-back. Didn't they play quick against Winnipeg? Why did they play quick against Winnipeg? Because Comrie was in net. So are they going to go with Peterson back-to-back? Well, I'm starting to wonder about him a little bit. If those kids aren't ready, send them down. I mean, what's the use of playing them on the 4th line? It doesn't make any sense to me. Now, I know there is a philosophy that, like Detroit had, that it didn't matter who you were. You had to play on the 4th line before you could play on the 2nd or 1st. And that was just so you could learn how to play with intensity every shift. Well, in fairness, Comrie was in net for Winnipeg in that game. You think they're ready, eh? I think if you're going to have them up, you should put them there. And if you don't think they can be there, you shouldn't have them up. Yeah, in Detroit, they used to do that all the time. Pretty much, not every player, but most players had to play in the third or fourth line before they could play in the top two. So I think that might be McClellan's philosophy too. He wants every player to play with a bit of the same kind of intensity as you would on the third and fourth line. No ego, yeah. No ego. Yeah. Well, if that's the case, then I get it. I get it, I suppose. But yeah, I just think this LA team, like Montreal is pretty upbeat because they beat San Jose, but San Jose just came off a long road trip, and it was their first day back off of a long road trip. I actually mistakenly took them there, and I broke a rule that I never take a team that just came back from a long road trip. I broke my own rule, and I took them. So Montreal might be riding high, but LA has just played Winnipeg at home, had a day off. They're back in the groove again. And they weren't even on a long road trip before that anyways, I don't think. Or were they? I don't know. It doesn't matter. So I think LA might get this one. Hey Lauren, how you doing? We're doing actual picks here. We're doing betting. Actual betting picks. I thought I'd come on. I'm doing my picks for the day anyways. And I find that I do better when I talk things through. So if I got people in here to talk it through with, then I'll do it. So far, we got the Islanders under 5.5, and we're on the fence about whether they win that game. I kind of lean Nashville, but I don't know if I'll pick a side on that. Hajin picked the Islanders, but we both like the under 5.5. Oh, Tanev is great. I've loved Tanev back when he played with Winnipeg, yeah. So what did I not look at here? Right, Montreal. Oh, that's what I didn't look at. So Montreal played San Jose. Where we are. Montreal. And they played a couple days before that. So it was at Seattle, at San Jose. They got a day off, then they play LA. So they're doing that California 3 games in 4 nights. So they got to play Anaheim the next day. They'll play Allen, I'm sure, against LA. Pretty sure they'll play Allen against LA. LA's having problems scoring though, right? Maybe this seems like another under again. It's a day game. I like. Jeez, they played San Jose. Then they got a day off. Now they got to play a day game. I don't like the home team on early games too much. You think LA will lose it? Under. It seems like an under, doesn't it? The man is a warrior because of his injury past or what? Oh yeah. Yeah, he's a beast. I mean, he went through all those injuries. I know when he was going through all those injuries, he was amazing because he'd be injured for a week or two and then he'd come back and he would rock it right out of the gates. Ranta, he would rock it right out of the gates. Like first game back, he would put up a .930 immediately. So, do you think LA will lose? This will be the first game. This will be the first game Dano plays against his old team, right? You think LA would be busting it for Dano here? The Reign are doing great, yeah. Let me check out Montreal's lineup just before I do this. I do like the way Ducharme has got this lineup now, unless he changed it. I liked how they did it, how they played him. Yeah, it's Drouin, Dvorak, Anderson, Hoffman, Suzuki, Geller. Yeah, he's kept it the same line. Ah, man, LA just hasn't looked good, though. I'm taking the Habs. Canadians and under. I hate doing that because I really wanted. I said LA was going to be the surprise team this year. So far, not so much. Where's the score? Yeah, Kings are 1-5-1, and the Canadians are 2-6-0. Tough one. Okay, let's look at this. Won't. None of these are my final picks, of course. I'm just rolling through. I still got a lot of things to look at before I put a pick out. Oh, did he? A goal, assist, and a fight? I didn't watch the game because they were blowing him out, so I was watching all the other games for him. Yeah, I probably picked him too early. I have a tendency to do that. I just can't stop myself for some reason. I tend to make I tend to pick teams, young teams, too early. I don't know why, but they still could turn it around though. I still don't see why that team can't be a lot better than they are, honestly. But losing Doughty is my saving grace. I can say, oh, they lost Doughty. So Winnipeg versus San Jose now. This is no longer the first game back off a road trip for San Jose. Winnipeg seems to be they've been playing a lot on the road. No Scheifele. Oh, sorry. Is Scheifele back? No, Wheeler's back. Yeah, Dallas had Holtby in that, I know. At Anaheim, at LA, and not San Jose. So this is the third game in 3 nights. What's 26-16? Who got spanked by Montreal? Oh, wait a sec. Look at this. Oh, the trade talks with Vegas have now cooled for Jack Eichel. Eichel's camp is threatening to file a grievance. Yeah, they got, oh yeah, Sharks. But that was the first game back from a road trip. I think they can get back going here again. Right, sorry about that. Why didn't I? I was looking at something. I didn't think hard enough about what you said. Oh. Oh, I don't know. I probably wouldn't remember that. I don't remember that either. I'm not a big guy on Hill right now. I think the Jets might take that. San Jose had a killer road trip. I'd be a lot more comfortable if they had people back in their lineup, though. And I don't think anybody else coming back is imminent right now for Winnipeg. Jets just beat LA. They got the type of defense that could really do some damage to those forwards. Winnipeg has the speed. Yeah, I think the Jet. I think I got to go the Jets there. What's the? Are they giving? What are they giving? Oh, are they giving? They're giving Winnipeg even odds against San Jose right now. Almost dog money. I mean, the value probably, well, I guess the value's on either, really, but Reimer seems to be their better goaltender right now. But I think they're still going to roll with Hill. And Hollebuck's been playing a lot better for Winnipeg, I do believe. Yeah, Hollebuck's been playing better for Winnipeg. Connor Dubois, Svechnikov. Where I thought Wheeler was. Oh, Wheeler. They put Wheeler on the third line now. with Lowry and Vasilevskiy. Good move. Thank you. Ehlers is going to keep his top line spot. All right. I'm going to go. What do you say? Oh, my on odds shark, they're giving both of them. I go by Canadian just decimal, so I might confuse you. 191. They're giving even odds to both. It's so like you said that San Jose is getting minus 110. Winnipeg's getting minus 110. Here we call it 1.91. 1.91 odds. Jets, ML. San Jose couldn't score against Montreal. I'm probably not going to touch the total on that. It's over under 6. I don't like the total. I'm just going to go Jets ML. You guys like the total over under 6? You like the total over under 6? Oh, here's an interesting one. I don't know. I almost want to fade this game. Isn't Florida on a back-to-back against Boston? They're going to be playing the kid. They played Bobrovsky tonight. They played Bobrovsky tonight against, that was Detroit, right? Yeah. Winnipeg and San Jose, you think both teams are crap? I don't know. I don't like over 6. I don't like over 6 there. Hellebuyck can just go off. If Hellebuyck just goes off, I could see it being like 4-1 Winnipeg or something like that. I wouldn't put a lot on it because I think San Jose can get their mojo back after, coming off a long road trip. And if they play like they did on the road out east, they could do some damage against Winnipeg. Plus they're at home, which gives them an advantage. They got Dahlin, Couture. Dahlin's got 5 points in 7 games. Alt Dahlin's son. Timo Meier. Their scoring depth is sketchy, though, with their forwards. Yeah, I'm going to take Winnipeg. Okay, Florida versus Boston. Florida's on a back-to-back. They beat Boston at home last game. Yeah, And then Boston played Carolina, and then how many games were they on the road there? What the heck? Whatever. 3-3-0. Oh, okay. Oh, you don't like San Jose because they play against LA. So Boston's 3-3. You think Florida can go 9-0 against Boston on a back-to-back? And I don't think the starters have been confirmed. Pretty sure. It says that Allmark will be in against Spencer Knight. Allmark had a good first game and a second game. I don't know. Boston is going to have such a hard time with that Florida depth. Anytime they play them, Boston's depth is not very good. Forward depth is not very good. Florida's actually getting. Oh no, sorry, that's over under. Florida's getting dog money. Is there something in here that's going to... Oh, Florida's not only playing back-to-back. They're playing 3 games in 4 nights. And then it's a revenge game. Yeah, I think Boston's going to win that. I think Boston's going to win that one too. They're playing a revenge game. They're down. They're desperate. They don't want to go below 500. No, I like what you say. You come up with great ideas. People on my stream are the reason why I do professional betting. That's the reason why I learn from the people. That's when I do my stream, I learn different ways of looking at things, and like what you just came up with there, Boston at home, Panthers due to lose, right? You know, that's a good point. Those are good points. You know, that I'm going to see if it works, because if it doesn't, sway me. But I mean, I may not go with what you're saying, but I do take it into consideration no matter what. And it's just fun anyways. So just having fun anyways. I may not go with the line. I may not go with that game at all. I may fade that game completely. I probably won't even put a pick in for that game. I don't like it. Florida's so good that even on 3 games in 4, they could probably still pull off a win there. But if I had to lean a certain way, I agree with you. They're probably due 3 games in 4. It's a revenge game. I could see Boston putting that one away. All right, let's look at another one. No, I wouldn't bet pink slips on that game for sure. Pittsburgh versus New Jersey. Is Hughes going to be back? I can't believe I'm not getting a lot of, like, Betway doesn't even have odds out on this yet. That's a disgrace. They should have odds out on this game. I wonder if Pittsburgh's going to have anybody back. These are tough. This is a tough lineup so far. New Jersey without Hughes is tough. New Jersey Element. Yeah, he's out for a long time. Bernier's still day to day. How long can you be day to day for? Like, and Mackenzie Blackwood is on IR. Oh, that's right. Pittsburgh's going to win that game for sure. Penguins all day. I forgot they have no goaltender. Oh, I wouldn't say it's a toss-up. They don't have a goaltender. I forgot about that. It's going to be either Dawes or Wedgwood, and neither one of them are worth a darn. Then again, Jari hasn't played any, but they don't have Hughes. Is Pittsburgh getting anybody back here? Doesn't look like it. Crosby, Russ, Carter, Letang, Malkin. Now both lineups are piss poor, but I would say, it's because DeSmith played last time. Yeah, we're talking it out. Yeah, that's right. We're talking it out. What am I missing here? Oh, what did they play the last? It's in Pittsburgh, right? Third game on a road trip, New Jersey. New Jersey hasn't played for 3 days. They played at home against Calgary. Now they're going to play against Pittsburgh. So that would give them some time to practice. Nah, I got to go Pittsburgh with that goaltending. Simple as that. And they're at home. So they're only getting 167. I don't think I would do any more than an ML on it, though. Didn't they just get... They got spanked by Tampa their last game, right? How often does Pittsburgh ever lose 2 in a row? I think they just got spanked by Tampa last game. No, Calgary. So they have lost 2 in a row because they lost to Calgary. They got spanked by Tampa and Calgary. So I just can't see them losing 3 in a row against New Jersey. So Pittsburgh, ML, and probably the total is 5.5. Oh my gosh, it's over under 6. Yeah, man. I could see that being under 6. Where's my other mate? Freaking, did he take off on me? Hajin? How you not putting anything in anymore? You giving up, buddy? Not helping me out? Lauren. Yeah, I got to say Pittsburgh too. So Pittsburgh and possibly under 6. I'll have to think about that one a little more. Detroit versus Toronto. Detroit's on a back-to-back. They'll be playing Grice because they played Nedeljkovic last night. Or tonight. They also had to go into overtime. Toronto just beat Chicago, but like 3-2. I gotta think that's what it. Oh, see, it's over under 6 again. Why everything is over under 6? Every single game is over under 6. Every single one, man. Look at a grand salami. Oh, by the way, one of the things I hit today, I hit under grand salami for 3 units. What do you think, Detroit and Toronto? Detroit is on a back-to-back. Toronto's got to win that game. You're getting they're still giving Toronto like 136, 140. I don't know what that would be in American odds. I think that's 260 or something like that, or something like that. Minus 260. How does that work? You got to pay. If you bet 100, you make $40 with my odds. So in your odds, you'd have to bet 140 minus, I don't know. You like Toronto. I think I'd have to take Toronto too. Just mainly because Detroit's on a back-to-back. Minus 270. Okay, well that, you got to have, they're giving you worse odds on Toronto there. Because I think that would be minus 260 for mine. Oh, it's okay. I wish I could change the odds on here to American. But they don't make it easy for it. Odd settings. Oh yeah, I can tell you. American odds. Yeah, here you're getting minus 250. Toronto's at home, yeah. I only like it ML though. I just don't trust Toronto at all. And you can't take it at minus 270 unless you put it in a parlay. And they'll probably ruin your parlay. I think I'm fading that altogether. Like, these are terrible games here. I think I'm fading that one altogether too. The next one I'm not fading though. Chicago versus St. Louis. Chicago versus St. Louis, even without O'Reilly. Like, is Chicago going to win another game? I think isn't Chicago? Didn't Chicago? Yeah, Chicago played tonight. They're on a back-to-back. They're going to have a struggling Fleury in that. Like, that's got to be St. Louis all day. You got to go St. Louis and Reg there, right? You got to go St. Louis and Reg. I think they're paying. It's paying 150, which in American odds is American odds. Minus 170. That's weird. I don't know how that works. Plus 150. So you bet 185 to make 100. Is that how it works? Yeah. The odds are all over the place. If you go to Bodog, it's minus 170. If you go to MyBookie, it's minus 185. Probably because O'Reilly's out. Oh yeah, they're not all the sites have the odds out yet. Ticks me off. It's like tomorrow, like there's no reason why you can't have the odds out by now. Hockey's weird though because you got to go by there's injuries and who they're going to put in net. I think they're putting Fleury in. And I'm sure that St. Louis will be putting Bennington in. Oh, wait a second, wait a second, wait a second here. Toronto's going to have Mrazek in net tomorrow against Grice. Mrazek's back tomorrow. Wait, and New Jersey might have Bernier back tomorrow. Oh. If they're going to have Bernier back tomorrow, I'll swing the under at 6. I'll swing the under at 6 with Bernier. And frick, I'm almost willing to take Devils PL. What are they getting on the puck line? Oh, they're probably getting almost the same odds as Pittsburgh ML. They don't even have it yet. Oh, wait. Maybe they do. No. They don't have it yet. Anyways, I've taken St. Louis over Chicago in regulation. Contemplate the over on that. St. Louis did not look good without O'Reilly playing against, what was it, Colorado, though. What's a puck? Oh, sorry. I guess Americans don't call it that. The spread. How about the spread? Does that make sense? Puck line is +1.5. So New Jersey can win by 1. Does that make sense to you? Oh, okay, cool. Figured you would. That would make sense too. All right, man, the tough games, very, very tough games tomorrow. Minnesota versus Colorado. I think I got to take Colorado. The way they took out Minnesota has not looked all that. Minnesota looked terrible against Seattle. Who are they missing? Oh, they're missing Zuccarello, and they just don't seem like the same team without Zuccarello. The spread, okay. PL, puck line. I guess maybe that's a Canadian thing. Colorado all day. Minnesota. When did Minnesota play Seattle? 2 nights ago, right? Oh, yeah. Seattle to Colorado is a fair trek, too, isn't it? And then you got the height. You got the elevation. Oh, really? How come I never noticed it on... I wasn't paying attention, I guess. Minnesota. Oh, shoot. Goligoski's out. Kulikov is out. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Colorado all day. I think you could go Avalanche in reg or even puck line in reg. That might be my pick of the day right there. Two-hour flight 2 nights ago, yeah. I'd say that might be my pick of the day. See what you get if you come on my live, Sean. These are all paid picks. I got people that send me. You can have a parlay and a pick for 15, or just a pick for 5. By email transfer, and then I have my Patreon. So if you catch me on a live like this, you get all these free picks. So I'll take Avalanche and reg and probably over, or even over 6. We're going to play Turcotte again. Minnesota might not be able to score enough to push that over. Plus the elevation, yeah. Yeah, Avalanche and reg for sure. I don't know if Minnesota will score enough to push that over 6 unless Colorado blows them right out. They could. I could see maybe a 5-2 or maybe, but I think more than likely they won't score enough. Yeah, it sounds like it's right on the number. Yeah, I don't, but if I were to, I would probably find out about it pretty quick tomorrow. I would, because I read up on a whole bunch of stuff. Like, this was just my first look into it, but yeah, it's cool to know. Maybe I do miss it, but because I talked to you, I don't miss it. So that's good. That's awesome, yeah. And it doesn't say COVID issues on there. 4-1, yeah. Yeah. Now, let's see. What is this? Colorado. This could be a bit of an issue, maybe. Nope, no issue. Yeah, they should be all over that. Edmonton, Vancouver. And you would think this would be an over, but I'm pretty sure that the over, these guys play under all the time. Oh, it's split 50-50. It's 6.5. Edmonton has owned them 7-3. Vancouver just looks terrible, but Edmonton's defense is pathetic. Like, and Koskinen looked like horse shit last game. Dickinson out, Dowling, Pullman. Tucker Pullman's out for Vancouver. Yeah, I think I got to go with Edmonton here. What do you? It's in Vancouver, but still, I don't trust either one of these teams, to tell you the honest truth. But I think I still got to go with Edmonton because I don't think Vancouver's got anything to stop McDavid, really. Like, there's nothing on that team that can stop McDavid. I'll probably take Edmonton and 2-goal prop for McDavid. McDavid scores at least 2 goals. I don't think they'll start the second stringer there. They need a win. They need to get rolling. Yeah. They need to get rolling. So I don't know if they would do that. Over 6.5. It should be over 6.5. But these two, Vancouver, Edmonton, has burnt me before. They come out and play like a really passive game. That last game Edmonton played against Philadelphia, where they're down 4-3. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. In the third period, they looked like they were the ones that were winning. Like, they looked like they were winning 5-2. That's how they were playing. I always say that, but then when they play against each other, they don't do that. And Koskinen was so bad that last game, though. If it's like, if they pot some early ones, then I could see it going over for sure. I might do it on a live play. And Vancouver's been struggling scoring a lot. Anyways, finally, Philadelphia, Calgary. Philadelphia is on a kind of a roll. It's really tough to win all three in the Western swing. All 3 games in the Western swing. They took Edmonton, Vancouver, but I think I'd have to break my cardinal rule here to take Calgary. Because I believe, yeah, this is their first game back after what's going on here? Calgary. A super long road trip. I don't like taking teams after coming back after a long road trip. I wouldn't doubt if Philadelphia takes this one. But it's 3 games in 4 nights for Philadelphia. What's this? Philadelphia is a heavy dog. A fairly heavy dog. Spread it. I think I'd take Philadelphia puck line. Philadelphia on the spread. You can find it for 159. Not great odds, but Calgary's getting 167. I should talk in American numbers here. You know what I'm talking about. Calgary's getting -1. You can find it for -160. Philadelphia's getting +135. You like the Flames money line? Even after, see that I'm breaking my cardinal rule. They were on a really long road trip, like a really long road trip. They killed it though. They absolutely destroyed that road trip. That's why I think Philadelphia will at least keep it to 1 goal. And yeah, that's true. The fans will be super happy. Flames fans, yeah. Markstrom is playing like a beast. And Markstrom will be in. Philadelphia will have Carter Hart. Both teams will be... I almost like the under 1.5 first period here. Calgary will take a while to get its legs going. But then Philadelphia is going to want to win it in the first period. Because their legs could be getting pretty heavy by the third. Tough one. All right, well, we talked about it. I'm getting tired. And I may try to do this more often. That was fun. Helps me out for tomorrow doing my picks too. I got them all down. I know what I want to do. All I got to do is put them out now in the morning. Where are you, Sean? Are you in Seattle? Are you in Seattle? Because you're an hour behind me if you're in Seattle, right? Oh, we have, just as I was going to go, I have somebody. If you're in here, give us a talking to, because I was just going to go to bed, but I'll continue talking. Oh, you're in the Phoenix area. Oh, sheesh. So yeah, it's 2 hours. It's like 12. What is it there? What time is it there? If you're in here, give us a chat. Because I was thinking about going to bed, but I'll continue chatting. I can tell you a bunch of picks. You're fortunate enough to get on my live stream. You can get a whole bunch of picks right now. So tell me what it is. We were just working on picks right now. 9:40. You're tired already? Oh, what am I talking about? I go to bed at that early all the time. It's just Friday night. I don't go to bed that early much now that hockey's on, but when hockey's not on, I'm usually in bed by that time. For sure. You got a young kid? Keeps you up? Wakes you up first thing in the morning? Most kids are young, though. I know what you mean, though. How old's your kid? How old's your kid? Whoever just came in, okay, coming and going. Okay, I you know what? I'm fading fast. I got somebody's coming in and coming back over and over again. But that's okay. I'll talk to you. Oh yeah. Okay. See you later, Sean. Thanks for coming in. Good chatting with you. Talk to you later, buddy.